Hello and good day to everyone in SpeedGaming. We are here today to play some randomizer with TjMaelstrom and derdasch in open hard. With me, I got Skelle. How's it going, Skelle?
Hello, I'm doing great.
Are you as excited as I am about the main tournament?
Yeah, I mean, every match I've watched so far has been pretty entertaining.
I agree. It's been a blast. I've been excited about every race so far.
Yeah, it's pretty cool being able to, basically any day of the week, this past week, you can just go on Twitch and there's probably at least one match being streamed. At least if you live in North America at times.
It's been pretty good here on the European time zones as well. I will be sad to see the tournament end at some point, but as all good things, someone needs to be the winner. We just like I said, we got TjMaelstrom and derdasch. TjMaelstrom has been with the community for quite a while, and derdasch was in the mentorship tournament last year, and is relatively new on the scene. Already in the main tournament. So I assume both of these are very excited to be in the main tournament this year. I'm not entirely sure if TJ has been in the main tournament yet. Do you know, Skelle?
I'm pretty sure he has. I'd be surprised if he hasn't, I guess, because he has been around for a while and he's quite good.
That is right.
And immediately some divergence. derdasch going for the uncle start, and he's already rewarded with a sword. That's nice.
The beauty of open mode is that we get 2 starting locations immediately.
Oh man, TJ is already doing something suspicious.
TJ is going for the hula hand opening to get the guaranteed rupees for the guaranteed bombs. derdasch is doing the not any more conventional uncle route. It used to be a lot more common back in the day.
You think he just does escape immediately? He's already got a sword.
Got a sword, you got bombs. I mean, why wouldn't you just go in?
Yeah, I mean, if you're uncle routing anyway. Nope, just gonna sit.
So we are leaving. The mode is open hard. The hard part is that we're not getting any mail upgrades in the seed. I think that's the biggest thing with the hard settings, I think.
Yeah, that and the bows being non-progressive, I'd say.
Is that a hard setting, or is that just another ice rod hunt? The community is a bit divided on the question.
Yeah, hard in quotation marks. Let's just leave it at that, I guess.
So usually you have 2 bows in the pool. They both progress. Here they are separate items. You find the silvers. If you don't have the bow, you can't use the silvers. You only get to look at them. So there's only 1 bow, which is required most of the time. We do have Eastern as a pendant. If pot is the pendant, you might get the rare bow free seed, you know?
Yeah, it's a possibility. TJ's going for a very exotic opening here, I'd say. The hula hand into buying bombs from the Hylia shop and then rushing Eastern.
You think he goes into Eastern?
I think probably. If you're doing something like this already, I think you commit to the weirdness, I guess. Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, nope.
I'm wrong.
They are determined to not do anything that we say they are about to do. Straight into the uncle. Okay. TJ is going for all of the, what did you say? Exotic openings.
Yeah. He does not want to go to Kakariko. Which, you know, it's unusual, but it's not like bad by any means at all. Like, it's fairly likely that he's just doing everything about as efficiently as you normally would, just in a different order. I mean, it depends on what items we find, of course. But like
Yeah.
derdasch might just walk to Sahas later anyway, and then it's not really any different than what TJ did. I guess the Houlihan is the one thing that derdasch is never going to do that TJ did.
That's right. derdasch is stacked with money already. TJ is going for the escape sequence here, though. Was that a glove in the back of the Kakariko well? I think so.
Yeah, looks like it.
All right.
Looks like TJ found Ether in Sahas Closet as well, which doesn't really do anything in the early game, but might become required eventually.
That's the key. So TJ has the option here to go all the way to the back from the front of escape.
And you know what? Actually, that Ether medallion would make getting the key rat in the dark fairly easy.
You're right.
So yeah, I could totally see him going for that. Of course, there is just a glove in CAC. So derdasch is going to be able to just do back escape the traditional way on his end.
That is an in-logic book. What is your opinion about a Sphere 1 book before you find a Moon Pearl?
I think I still end up last locating desert area, most likely. Especially with no boots.
Mm.
But it might push me to like delay the dam at least until I want to go to desert. And a bottle. Okay, that actually will be nice for when he finally goes to Kakariko. He can already check Sick Kid. derdasch going for back of escape here. I don't think we've seen the map yet, have we?
I don't think so, no. But map is one of those things that I never remember.
Oh, there it
is. Okay.
I was going to say, if map ends up being in back of escape, then this might be some time lost on TJ's end. Just derdasch would know that he can just skip it later. But nope. TJ and Dark Cross now. This chest is pretty awkward to get. And yeah, he is gonna go to the back of escape from here. derdasch probably. Oh, look, silver arrows.
Yes, as discussed earlier, we get the arrows, but we cannot use them.
Yeah, you can't just throw them at people, unfortunately.
Hmm. Unlucky. And I don't think there was anything in particular in that Dark Cross chest.
Yeah, I think it was just a heart piece or something.
Yes, heart pieces galore. That's the other quirk with open heart. The full heart containers have been replaced with 48 heart pieces, I think. So you get a gradual increase in hearts throughout the race.
Yep, and it also means you get a whole lot of health refills, because whenever you find your fourth, like a multiple of 4 heart pieces, it will fill up your health all the way, which actually makes it in some ways easier than the normal item pool.
Yeah, it's like every 4th heart is a sank heart, you know? It's pretty nice. Unless you're in Waterfall Ferry with no flippers.
Yes. No flippers and no moon pearl. It's always a feels bad moment. Well, it looks like TJ's finally going to Kakariko. He doesn't really have too much left. I guess he hasn't done South Shore yet. Wonder if he'll check Ped.
Early book? Yeah. I mean, this does look like it. I mean, this is the time to do it for maximum value, right? The earlier you get the Ped check, the earlier you get the knowledge advantage, the more you can capitalize on it. And that is Cane of Birna, I would say.
Yes.
Because it said invincible.
Yes.
And not invisible. So that is probably not required. And even if it is, we can circumvent its requirement.
Yeah, at this point, the only thing that would really be logically required for is Spike Cave, but...
I mean, if we
have a bottle, so...
find no more hearts and no more bottles,
yeah,
then we might need Birna.
Yeah, if they somehow have like only 6 hearts or something, by the time they have nothing else they can do. Pretty safe bet that we're not going to be pulling Ped today. derdasch going into Eastern, looks like.
Yep, that makes sense from derdasch's perspective, having cleared everything else so far. Except this front of escape, I think. And
yeah. Yeah, so he still doesn't have that book, which would unlock basically the only other thing he can do. I guess there is Zora with that glove.
But I'm with you on the book situation, that even if I had the book, I would still dip Eastern before Desert. No boots, no fire swords. There's so little going on in Desert.
Yeah, and I mean, especially if you can do Sahas's Closet on the way, that's 3 items, which is as many as is in the entirety of Eastern Palace. And you might not even be able to get the 3 items in Eastern Palace yet. So I kind of view it as, if you can do Sahas, you should go do Sahas, and then since you're by Eastern anyway, might as well just go in Eastern.
Yeah.
Here's Sick Kid, this is new.
It's a heart piece.
Who would have thought? You said there's 48 art pieces, I think. So what is that like? That's like a fifth of all items, right? Something like that?
It sounds about right. Yeah, so it's 48 gives you 16 heart containers. You still got Sank Heart, and then you start with 3. And that puts us at 20 in the end.
TJ just gonna blindly grab Grace Game, and there's the Moon Pearl in Eastern. Okay.
That opens up 0 checks for us right now.
Yeah, that's interesting. Obviously, you need that to beat the game, but it doesn't do anything new at the moment.
And it doesn't help our desert situation. Interesting.
Yeah.
So that leaves Agina, Sora, and the Desert Palace.
Yeah. So I guess most likely scenario here is that one of those is just going to have the other glove or the hammer. That's how they get to the Dark World.
I assume derdasch didn't go check Sora at the time of Ice Road Cave because he wouldn't be able to check the Waterfall Ferry without the Moon Pearl.
Yeah.
And
Another
that was
sword.
the second sword, yeah.
So that's in logic with the lamp. And if they also find the lamp, that's another thing you need for Aga. So actually, Aga might be a realistic option here as well.
Rush Dark Aga.
Yeah, clearly the move here.
Is that ever the move?
I think I did Dark Aga once in an open seed.
I think you gotta be really confident in your dark room ability for that to be not slower than just going and getting the lamp.
Yeah. And I think the only reason I did it was because it was late in the game and I knew my go mode was on Lumberjack. But I still didn't have a lamp. So it's a very niche situation that basically never happens.
Interesting. We're getting again a check from derdasch. It's a heart piece.
Unfortunately for him, he's going to have to make that walk a second time once he finds that book.
Hey, oh, we're going for the Sora check now.
Interesting, and he hasn't even touched the front escape. But like you were saying before, he does have that Moon Pearl now, which means he can loop in Waterfall Fairy as well.
Hmm. I don't think the front of escape is super exciting anyway, because it might just all be out of logic without a lamp.
Oh, true. Yeah,
because
Smoky
we don't
could be in Darkross.
Exactly.
Jacobo on the way. Fun fact, there is a way you can do a splash delete fake flippers with only the red boomerang and the bombs. This actually would have been an awesome use case for that trick, but it's fairly obscure.
You need to get the clink in, right?
Yes,
Oh boy.
that's the hammer? What? Okay.
Hobo hammer? In my randomizer?
So that's Dark World access, but certainly not logically speaking.
Are we gonna find lamp or flippers in desert? Small shield. Wait.
So it's Zora, right? It has to be Zora, I think.
Has to be Sora. Yeah. Sora is lamp or
yeah, there's
flippers.
a key on the torch here, so you need boots.
Yeah. That book is like, personally, book is the last location for me most of the time in these openings. TJ is gonna have to go all the way to Easton.
Yeah. Which, I mean, he has to do this anyway to get the pearl. So, a little unfortunate for him that he's already made one trip for Sahas earlier in the seed.
Yeah. Frustrating sequence of events for TJ. Worked a little bit better for derdasch at the moment.
Flippers, okay. Cool. So that's how you're supposed to get to the Dark World. Okay, you buy your flippers so you can go get the hammer from Hobo.
Fantastic. So derdasch can avoid the entire desert dip here. Puts him in a good spot in the Dark World.
I'm curious if is Misery Mire going to be a pendant or not? Let's see. It is a pendant. Okay, so in that case, I mean, there's really no guarantee that we're ever going to find the flute. So perhaps the book could end up being desert access anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
Just thinking down the road, that might be something that derdasch eventually will need to go back and find.
And our third pendant is Thieves Town. Classic. It always makes a runner nervous when you have a pendant Thieves Town.
Yeah, that's one of the most awkward decisions to have to make.
Do you dip it? Do you not dip it? Do you half dip it? Do you delay it until purple chest? So many options, and none of them feel good.
And all of them have the chance of being wrong, but that's just the beauty of rando, right? derdasch gonna check Stumpy and dig game, and then we'll see what he wants to do after that. TJ gets his pearl. He'll get his master sword, and then I'm pretty sure he's last locating Zora. One dig, let's go.
Hey, love to see it. Do you just say, heck you, village outcasts, and go rescue the old man?
Yeah, you could, for sure. Especially, I mean, going back to the flute thing, we don't know if we'll ever get the flute. So if you rescue the old man, you end up being able to save quit to old man whenever you want. It's not actually like a time loss. And yeah, it looks like that's probably what he's going to do after checking Lumberjack.
I would assume that this is a mountain save.
Another shield.
Yeah, specifically, like with a Thieves Town pendant, you just want to find anything else to do, right?
Yeah.
To make the decision easier.
Yeah, just save Thieves Town till the end of your route, no matter what, because that way you know if you have to do it or not, because you're last locating it.
It's sort of the same way people play Swamp a lot of the time. Even if you can do it, they delay it so that they know they have to do left side.
Yeah, for sure. It's nice to be able to make those choices with as much information as you possibly can.
And did we mention that derdasch got a third sword?
Oh yeah, that was in Hype Cave, I believe.
And the in Logic sword. Right, saves the old man, but does not scout Spectacle Rock. So that remains a mystery for now.
Yeah, makes sense. Because no mirror, no hookshot, you can't do anything else in the mountain anyway. So maybe he can save a little bit of time by putting that off until the mountain is more productive.
Do you think TJ will be happy with the flippers?
Happy, yeah. I'm sure he's loving this seed so far.
Getting a powder check, because that was also in the early Dark World.
True.
Anything to delay Vu.
And piece of art. So pretty sure this is a hard last location for TJ.
Yeah.
So rough start, but like I was saying before, maybe that book will actually end up being his saving grace here.
Yeah. One can hope. It is a Sphere 1 book, so it has better odds than any other book.
To answer the question in the chat, the flippers are required because Hobo has the hammer, which grants us Darkworld access using hammer and glove. And then eventually it'll be needed for Swamp Palace as well.
TJ is gonna make a decision here soon on where to start his Darkworld route. I would maybe consider just doing hype into Catfish with this crystal layout. Because you check hype, Pyramid Ledge, get Catfish.
Yeah, that's totally an option. Especially if you've already been to Zora. It's not like Catfish is gonna, you know, be better later.
And TJ has done Frontal Escape, so there's no waiting until you get Mirror to check Pyramid Ledge either.
Yeah, true. Oh, there's the lamp. Okay.
Lamp is Skull Woods. That, well, Palace of Darkness intensifies. Or is this just swords for a book? For a tablet check?
Outer and Tempered Sword for TJ. Let's see if he goes left or right after this.
Come on, East Dark World, let's go.
Let's see some divergence.
Ooh,
yep.
Yes, my boy TJ is going east. Is this pod though? Maybe.
Could be. With no bow.
No bow, no lamp, no pod.
Oh yeah, no lamp. Surely right now TJ's thinking, I've already gotten burned by one big stupid fish in the seed. Let's make sure it doesn't happen twice. So he's gonna head over to Catfish next.
To answer the MSU question, TDA is rocking the... What's it called? Under Night in Birth? Which I have no idea what that is.
Oh, me neither, but it sounds pretty good. Whatever it is. derdasch opened Thieves Town. Oh, hey, hello, Bo.
Oh boy.
I was just about to ask, is he gonna go in there after this? But I mean, he can finish pod now, right?
You can finish pod. Thieves Town is less and less attractive.
Yeah.
And TJ's walking away from Catfish, which can only mean one thing, and that is a pod dip. Which is unfortunate, because the bow is not in pod.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, derdasch is actually staying in Wu, going into Thieves Town here.
Maybe do you think he actually do you think he actually does the back? Or maybe just front four?
I don't know. I would probably just save and quit out of chess game to go to pod and not do anything in Thieves.
Yeah, I think going further than the front four would probably be aggressive when you have all of Crystal Pod waiting for you.
Yeah, it's not even a green pendant. So, I think we found 2 items.
I think so. Yeah.
And
oh, he is gonna do it.
okay. Going for the efficient full clear of the game rather than following crystal progression. Interesting.
It'd definitely pay out. I mean, there are still a lot of items. They still need to beat the game anyway. And it does take quite some time to get back here if you don't upgrade your gloves to the mitts or you don't find a flute. So maybe you could just be thinking, it's gonna be expensive if I have to come back for something here later, and there's not that much else left I can do anyway.
That was the fire rod. First check in pod. And the rest is bow locked, but TJ is staying and not taking the fire rod and leaving.
He did get a red potion from Waterfall Fairy. I'm not sure if he can mimic clip either way, but that is he can use that potion for the camera unlock glitch.
Absolutely. Makes it easy.
I love this trick, by the way. It looks so crazy. Basically, just trick the game into thinking all the mimics are dead because they're not on the screen anymore.
Yeah.
It's kind of like like playing with a little kid.
I think that's a clever programming back when any computation was hard.
Yeah.
Or like you needed to be efficient in your programming. Find the tricks. Oh boy.
Oh. Okay.
derdasch has found a hookshot in blind cell. So that is hard required in the seed.
That's what I get for saying this was aggressive. Hard required progression, back to Thieves Town, of course.
I still think it was aggressive. It's just the aggressiveness paid out here.
Yeah.
Very, very well.
So that is logical access to East Death Mountain now.
Would you have last located at Hookshot?
Probably, yeah.
I mean, I would hope if I play this seed, I would hope that mitts were behind Hookshots, so I would get them sooner. Or they get the Hookshot sooner. Well, that's blind dead with a mushroom on blind.
Nice, okay.
That is good for derdasch.
TJ also has that pedestal knowledge, because he had the book really early, he checked ped early, he knows it's nothing, kind of. It's Burna, which is basically nothing. So that might push him even further away from doing Back of Thieves Town.
Yeah, knowledge is sometimes detrimental in this game.
Yeah.
derdasch is immediately handing in this mushroom. That is not what I would have done.
I guess he can walk from here, like, to pod, right?
I mean, you could get your pendant armors before pod if you're really aggressive.
Oh, true.
And we got the fire on first check in Palace of Darkness. Just a heart piece on Mushroom. And derdasch is walking out. He's going for the portal.
Combos in darkness.
Okay. All of the fire.
So it looks like the only things in pod were Fire Rod and Bombos, which don't unlock that much. TJ can finish Skullwoods at least.
Yeah, I think there's one more item in Skull as well. Which is maybe progression. Hookshot, however, in Thieves Town probably just means that progression is on the mountain at this point.
Yeah, and we still haven't seen Spec Cave, so that plus Paradox plus Spiral is 9 checks, I think.
And the tablet plus Tower of Hera.
Oh, right, with the hammer.
Yeah.
That's true. derdasch is almost certainly going to have to leave that tablet behind.
So unless TJ somehow finds the myths in Skullwoods, I think there's a good case for him to just finish Thieves Town as well.
Yeah, like what else does he even have, really?
Well, he's gonna find the bow, and then he can go back to Pod and Easton for a check or two. Or just do Thieves Town.
Yeah.
I guess you could say, oh, but what about the game and Stumpy, which he didn't do. I don't know. One of those calls you have to make.
Oh yeah, that is right. He hasn't done the game Stumpy yet. And
apparently Armus did not have an item on them, so Eastern Palette is dead. Okay.
I think we only saw one item in Skull. We saw the lamp. I'm not sure if we saw a second one on derdasch's side.
I don't think so. I think we only saw keys and compass.
And TJ now has all of the fire. Heading straight back to the boss. He'll probably end up getting to skip the front of Skull completely, which will be nice for him.
Yeah.
Unless, I guess maybe the boss has Big Key and then still has to go back to open Big Chest for that second item we're still looking for.
Yeah, but TD is gonna have to go back that way regardless. Getting to move.
Nice triple kill by TJ right there. That was brutal.
Tempered Sword Moth. No boots. Can't do the poke dashes.
And blue rupee. So there's that second item.
Yeah.
Pretty much the ideal Skullwoods layout if you already have the Fire Rod when you go here.
So from TJ's perspective, after clearing out the outside of Thieves Town, TJ has the choice of Dig Game, Stumpy, King Helmsar, or Thieves Town. Or TJ has not done the mountain trip yet, so there's 2 checks there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So we'll see if they go to the back, which is, I mean, a lot more non-aggressive than when derdasch did it.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense in TJ's situation because he really does not have any good choices here. You know, aside from doing Thieves Town. One slightly awkward thing is that with Stumpy and Dig Game, you would probably prefer to do those before Thieves Town. The issue is you have to jump off a cliff to go there, and then you forfeit your opportunity to do Thieves Town. So I would expect him to just full clear Thieves Town in one go, and then check Dig Game Stumpy after that.
Yeah, we're gonna see the answer soon. Soon enough. And derdasch got the first, the first crystal.
His first.
Helma. No progression on Helma. We're going up the mountain.
I think at this point, progression has to be here somewhere.
Yes.
I didn't get a good look at that. Was that just bombs?
There was 3 bombs in Spectral Cube. And as we can see here, TJ is continuing deep into Thieves Town. That is good news for TJ. So TJ is gonna, in the end, have to double the pod, while derdasch has to double the Skullwoods.
Cape and Mirror right next to each other in Paradox.
Magic Cape and Mirror. Well,
it does put Spike Cave in Logic, although derdasch doesn't have the bottle that would be logically required for it.
Yeah, but surely if all you're missing is a bottle, you still go for for the K, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So now Swamp Palace is fully clearable. Obviously, that's where you find the myths today.
As usual.
As is tradition. And of course, it's a little bit of a confirmation bias, but it's also one of few dungeons that aren't myths locked in the Dark World. That requires a whole bunch of items. So when you can do Swamp and you don't have myths, it just comes together as a myth seed in Swamp. And that is a great point from chat that derdasch is going to orphan Ether Tablet here.
Yeah, if something important is there, that could be a big advantage for TJ.
Yeah.
With the mirror, it's not too bad for derdasch to get back there as it was before.
Absolutely. I mean, in the end, derdasch is just going to save time by not checking an Ether Tablet at all.
Yeah. And the book's going to be completely useless.
Yeah, I think we saw that yesterday in a race that one person had the book and lost time by dipping desert and checking the tablets, and it was no progression. And the other person just skipped the book and, you know, saved a bunch of time. And here we go. Blind is a scripted fight. And that doesn't mean it is free, but Blind is dead, and TJ is rewarded with his favorite item, the mushroom.
Everyone's favorite.
It's times like these that you wish that player cam was standard in these racers. To see the reactions, makes it more personal. But yeah, derdasch gets the Hera kill, up to 2 crystals now, going back for Spiral Cave, I assume. Not doing Spy Cave.
Yeah, presumably he'll just save quit out here, and then Swamp Palace is the very natural next move for him.
In terms of what we need for Gomon, we need myths and a fire rod and a cane. And boots actually for desert, because the big key is boots locked on the torch.
Yep.
So fair bit of items still. And that finishes TJ's loop. Starting Link's house. This is just going to kill Helmasara, I assume. No mushroom time. Okay, mushroom time.
Yeah, it looks like he's taking a slightly different route than derdasch did. derdasch just started at Sink, walked over to Potion Shop. To be honest, I don't actually know which of these two is faster, but they're probably pretty close.
The Whirlpool is faster if you don't have boots. Sank is faster if you have boots and flippers.
Okay.
I think. I think that's how the math works out.
Sounds believable to me.
Yeah, let's go with believable. And then, of course, if you have flute, you just use the flute.
Yeah.
Alright, TJ is not going to pod. Heck pod, we're going to the mountain. I don't even know if there was an item on Helmasar, I forgot to look.
I think there was, but I think it was just arrows or something. Oh, it's a blue boomerang, okay.
All right, how many checks into swamp will we have to go to before we find meds?
1. Oh.
Oh
Right.
no. I'm gonna guess the big chest here. With a big key on Argus.
The classic.
And we haven't scouted Bumper Ledge in this seed, so that's still out there.
Oh, true. Yeah, both of them skipped that. Frustrating thing for TJ is that he knows the boots are required already too, because he's been to desert. So he knows they're supposed to show up, and they still haven't showed up yet. Like, how long is it gonna take to find my boots?
Yeah, it could also trip derdasch up. Like if derdasch ends up being boots go mode, like Schrodinger's go mode.
Oh yeah, he doesn't even know. He has to walk to desert.
Yeah, and do you stop checking things on the way? Like one of those hard decisions. Like if you stood the math, you come out to like 50% that desert is hard, boots locked. So pretty good odds that you need the boots for desert.
Yeah. The derdasch doing left side swamp even before compass chest, I think. Makes sense. I mean, there's like barely anything else he can do, so
Yeah, just go for the efficient folk here.
yeah.
Gotta get those 48 heart pieces.
Is it gonna be 2 heart pieces left side? Oh,
No.
not quite. Okay, here's that ether tablet check.
Oh, this could be huge.
Yeah. Nope.
It is 3 bombs.
I guess he also has Bombo's tablet now, though. He's got the mirror.
Yeah. I'm
Probably
mostly
end up doing
worried.
that after swamp.
I'm mostly worried it's gonna be another time sink for for TJ. Honestly.
Yeah, it could be. It's already 4 items from Swamp, I think, and they've been only heart pieces and rupees.
Amazing. Getting a good look at that Raiden pot in Hera. While derdasch is doing a bomb dive down here. Got the bomb a little bit too far to the left, but it's gonna just try again here. And guess it's second try. That's the big key, and the Cane of Samaria, which doesn't do anything for us right now.
Yeah, what? Not what I was expecting.
Not going straight for the big chest though, because big chest could just have a map at this point. But we all know it's going to be the myths, right?
Yeah, plus you'd have to, there's a really annoying glitch where if you backtrack from that chest, you have to like walk up and down a staircase an extra set of times, which makes it even slower. Unless you have the boots, there's a way to bypass that.
Yeah. Is there a way to bypass that without boots?
I don't think so, but I mean, there might be one that I just don't know about. Crystal number 2 for TJ. Alright, as derdasch gets crystal number 3 for him.
And just bombs. So that's the map in the big chest? Question mark?
I think so, yeah.
And wait, is TJ orphaning Spiral Cave here?
Oh, maybe. I mean, yeah, for him, Spike Cave actually is in logic. So I guess he's choosing to do that instead, plus he didn't look at Spike Rock Cave yet.
Yeah, we all know Spiral Cave is locked behind boots anyway, right?
Of course. Yeah, walking all the way through Spiral Cave with no boots is just about the worst experience in the whole game. What's left?
We got all our mirror checks. Bumper ledge,
yes.
Savior ledge. Well, I guess we used it K45. TJ has Bombers tablets.
Yeah. Yeah, Graveyard Ledge, Bumper Ledge, and Bombers Tablet, I think, might be it at this point. derdasch just gonna go finish off Skullwoods. He knows there's an item in the back. And then he can route this into doing Bumper Ledge and Graveyard Ledge, so this makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, we can kill Moth.
Yep.
Very nice. So we got a bit of a time here to just sit back and watch the players do the things the other one has already done. Just enjoy the execution.
And the music. I've been grooving this whole time.
Yeah, so both these players stream Randomizer on a regular basis, so be sure to drop in on their streams and hang out if you enjoy them.
The book is in front of Escape, which derdasch has been playing against for pretty much the whole seed.
Yeah, might just go there with the mirror at some point, checking Pyramid Ledge. Hasn't done Catfish either.
Oh yeah, that's true. Crystal number 4 for derdasch.
Yeah, derdasch has been getting the more efficient route so far.
Yeah, between dodging Escape, which for now we can assume is unnecessary, but maybe it actually will end up being necessary. And then single tipping pod also was a pretty significant time save for him.
Yeah, avoiding the desert dip as well.
By the way, very clever use of the mirror by derdasch. this is faster to mirror from Skullwoods and then go back in this portal over here.
Yeah.
It's faster than just walking through all of the various hallways in Skullwoods to get back out.
We're gonna get some new checks soon. It's exciting. I mean, they're bound to have a progression now. Unless it's Bomba's tablet.
Yeah. And TJ certainly is going to do that as soon as he's done with Swamp.
Mm-hmm. And the bumper ledge comes up with...
Oh, just there the whole time.
We got the Titans, made some bumper ledge.
And neither of them looked at it when they did Skullwoods first time. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. This means that we are potentially Ice Rod and Boots from No Mode.
Yeah, Ice Rod and Boots might need Quake. That would be the other big question mark at this point.
And derdasch is hoping for Flute. So this works out really nicely for derdasch, I think. You can go check Catfish, Mirror, and then you just jump straight into Ice Palace. And after Ice Palace, you can just do Pyramid Fairy, Pyramid Ledge, and Escape in one big go. Or Beast Take Quit from Gave Ledge, that's fine. Don't listen to me.
I like your idea better though.
Why do overworld checks when you can go to your crystal dungeon, Skelly? Are you a person that favors dungeons over efficient full clearing, or what do you usually do in a situation like this?
I mean, me personally, I basically play every seed just under the assumption that it's gonna turn out to be a full clear seed, which is maybe not the best mindset to have, but I guess that's just my personal playstyle. Like I think I would have continued on to Catfish in that situation.
Yeah.
Especially because you can follow that up using the whirlpools, as you said, to get to Ice Palace quickly.
That is right. Chat reminds us that we had Ice Rod on the library, so it's not even an Ice Rod hunt.
I missed that completely.
Yeah. So we have probably Boots from No Mode, potentially. So that's pretty funny. Okay, Boots on Bomba's tablet, maybe. Oh. TJ is very disappointed in the book. It's just rupees.
Yeah, he's really hoping at this point that the flute is in GT, I think. That's the last way for, or I mean, the flute could be just somewhere inaccessible. Oh, Boots!
Baby Boots in the Ice Palace. Let's go. So, derdasch is now looking at any way to access Desert Palace. Or realizes that, yes, I need to get into Desert somehow, because he was about to skip that check.
This is the uncertainty about Quake, too.
Yeah. I would be less concerned about a Quake situation than the Desert situation. Yeah. Surely I have the medallion, or it's just on Death Mountain.
I mean, the game kind of gives you items for a reason, usually, right? Maybe Quake is in GT, and that's why we haven't found it yet, and it's in GT because it's not required.
Yeah, exactly. So you have 2 medallions. I would say the odds are slightly higher than 66% that you have the medallions you need.
Yeah.
Just because of, how the logic works. TJ's just mashing that hook shot.
Yeah.
Squeeze every frame out of that as possible. And we lost it. Okay. I mean, I do that too. Like,
Yeah,
I save 10 frames and then I lose 3 seconds with a failed hook shot.
Oh, 100%. Missing a hook shot completely, like where it shoots out all the way and you have to wait for it to extend fully and come back to you, is the worst feeling.
Yeah. You lose everything you just gained by the hook shot.
Like all the time saved from the hook shot throughout the entire game.
You know what we need? We need a hookshot counter in the end credits where it counts how many times it's extended all the way out.
Yeah, I mean, we have that for bonks. It's pretty much the same thing.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, TJ finds the mitts. Is overcome with joy, presumably. If you feel behind, do you just say quit out of Bumper Cave and go to Ice Palace? No.
I don't think so.
Because at this point, you know you're probably boots go mode. You don't care about King's Tomb anyway, so what you might as well just check Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah, and Graveyard Ledge is so annoying to route in. This is like the best possible time you'll ever have to do it.
And derdasch just checked Graveyard Ledge, found 20 rupees, presumably the 4th sword, I guess. Which reminds me that no, the derdasch has a bottle, right? Yeah.
Does he? I know TJ's was from Escape.
Okay, maybe it doesn't. So we're checking these on the way to Library, Ice Rod. And then we are... derdasch is probably going up the mountain.
Yeah. Just assuming that he has the medallion he needs for Turtle Rock, and also there's just so many checks right outside on Dark Death Mountain. The real question here is the flute going to show up ever?
It doesn't look that way, right? I'm more convinced of a GT flute now than ever before.
Yeah, if it turns out the flute like is in Turtle Rock or on Dark Death Mountain, that is huge for derdasch.
Absolutely. Then he is quite ahead, because TJ still has to kill King Helmasar, as well as do everything in Ice Palace.
Alright, let's see it. Do we need Quake?
The anticipation.
Maybe we won't get to know.
Oh,
Almost, okay. So does he just do Turtle Rock first, not even check the other stuff? Probably, right?
I don't know. Probably. If TR has a vanilla big key, you're gonna have to full clear it anyway.
And that is go mode for TJ, by the way. He doesn't know it necessarily, because he doesn't know about Quake, but he can assume.
Yeah. So in TJ's position, do you go to desert, go to pod, and then you just pick up the ice rod and go to the mountain, hoping that you're actually in go mode?
I think so.
Because you don't want to climb all the way up to GT a second time.
Yeah, and he has to go collect those crystals first anyway. I did notice he skipped big chest. I'm not sure if that's because he knows it's an item. Oh, derdasch just got soft locked. Not a big deal, but
Decloaked in the doorway, I think.
yep. Yeah, cape does weird things if it turns off while you're going through a door, and he just happened to run out of magic while walking through the door.
Okay, TJ is in OCO mode on cold stare.
Oh jeez.
Oh, and clutches the last kill. No big deal. So we're at the stage of the game where we finally start noticing that green mail is not the best mail. Everything hurts.
Yeah, these late dungeons especially, there's a lot of enemies that will do 3-4 hearts of damage if you don't have any mail upgrades. TJ gonna head to pod from here, makes perfect sense. Gonna get that crystal. Wait. What is he doing?
TJ, what?
Okay, he remembered. Probably just thinking a couple steps ahead. Hey, derdasch is a bottle now.
Yeah. Surely I entered the dark world. Like logically, after derdasch is down with the mountain, not finding a flute, the pyramid fairy is probably a pretty good spot to start your book flute search.
Oh, true. Because he still has pyramid, right? Like
Exactly.
regular pyramid and catfish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he check escape at that point, do you think?
You sort of have to. I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Go to catfish and then come back to escape? So I think the question is if if Mimic Cave Shovel is the answer.
Vanilla flute, maybe?
Oh baby.
Just to give a little bit of context here, this is Group K for the tournament. Currently, Sailor Nep is leading the group 4-0, which pretty much guarantees her a spot. The top two players will advance. The second spot is totally up in the air. TJ is sitting at 1-1, I believe. derdasch 0-1. And then F. Coughlin at 0-3. So most likely these two are probably playing for competing for that second spot, two of them. So this could be a pretty important game for this group stage.
Yeah, Sailor Nep has gone out with a very strong start here, setting the the level of gameplay for the Group K. So, but I'm not counting out any of the remaining 3 for the second spot.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, it doesn't look like there was a flute in TR.
Nope, unless it's on Trinex. But then he still has a Hookshot Cave, Super Bunny Cave, probably check Spike Cave after that as well. Don't think derdasch has done Spike Cave yet.
But this is rapidly becoming TJ's game.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be crystal number 6. He still has to go do Turtle Rock. But, I mean, it might take derdasch some time to find that book.
Mm-hmm. We got the shovel as well, which you probably check. Yeah. Front of Escape is very far down on your list at this point. Might even end up doing Smith Chain before anything else, who knows? Like, there's so many options here that are bad.
Yep. TJ 100% committed to go mode, not checking big chests, not wasting any time. He knows if he actually needs that Quake, he's in bad shape anyway.
Yeah, there's only one item left in Desert anyway. We saw the small shield. Big chest is probably garbage.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I think it has to be small key, doesn't it, now that I think about it?
Yes, you're right. Actually.
So yeah, you definitely should not ever open the chest. Unless you're really, really, really scared about Quake and you want to go all the way to right side.
Oh no, I would never.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea.
So derdasch is still fluteless after the mountain checks. You're gonna see Spike Cave, and then he pretty much has to leg it for Front of Escape, I think.
Yeah, it seems pretty safe to assume flute is not available anywhere at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see where he decides to go.
Plamo is dead though, so TJ is up to 6 crystals. Gonna head up to go mode TR. Clock is ticking. And derdasch is starting Link's house, entering the Dark World portal, indicating we're getting a Pyramid Fairy check here. Because you wouldn't go this way if you're doing Smith Chain.
Yeah. A little surprised you didn't do shovel first, and then walk over to the portal. But, I mean, from his perspective, there's so many options where this one thing he needs could be.
Maybe he forgot about the shovel. I don't know. There so many reasons. One doesn't do a check. So TA is just picking up the ice rod here on library. Oop. So all derdasch has to do now is mirror and do the Front of Escape. And derdasch will be in go mode in a minute.
Yeah, was that was the book in the first chest or was it the second chest? I can't remember.
Second chest. The first chest was the key.
Oh, right. Oh, there's Quake. That settles that.
Alright, derdasch. Mirror out. Not mirror
Ooh.
out.
Yep, he's just super committed against escape. Which is really bad news, yeah.
We know Catfish does not have the flute as well, so that is unfortunate for derdasch.
I understand the play though. I mean, it's consistent with his routing in the early game. Because time after time, he had the choice to do escape, and he said no.
So this is then a Smith chain after this?
I mean, maybe we see flute on Smith Chain.
Maybe.
What shovel first looks like?
Vanilla flute, let's go. Yeah. No flute. And I believe this is us going to Sick Kid. And the
Oh,
Smith chain.
yeah. Because he didn't have a bottle until he got the one from Lava Chest to Turtle Rock. Which is funny because I'm pretty sure there are 4 bottles in the pool still. It's just the hard mode converts 2 or 3 of them into rupees once you find them.
I don't even know all the settings for this.
I think, let's just say that's right.
I think you're only allowed 1 bottle in this particular version of hard.
Ah, okay.
And it's guaranteed to be empty when you find it. If I'm not mistaken. So if flute is found, desert is a very quick dungeon.
Yeah, you'll still have to find the big key, but that won't take long. He's gonna need to find it like right now, though, to stay in this, I think. And yet TJ is skipping Lava Chest, because he already has the big key. Based on the key layout for when derdasch was here, that this he will not be 3%ed by the bad key layout for doing this Lava Chest skip.
Yeah. Well, derdasch is gonna last locate that book now. And I believe it would be faster to just then save and quit with a purple chest, right?
Yeah, I think so. But this way he gets to do the cool trick, where you leave the purple chest behind and mirror, and the guy gives you the item anyway.
Yeah. Because the purple chest is there in spirit, and that's what matters. It's blue, but it's not a flute. And that leaves us with only escape.
Probably where he's running right now, right? I don't think he has anything else.
Yeah. Unfortunately, TJ is gonna get the 7th crystal in just a few seconds here. I'm gonna be in the lead. Guaranteed.
It's crystal number 7 for TjMaelstrom. Which means it's time for everybody's favorite game where we guess random numbers for arbitrary reasons.
Yeah, TJ is gonna enter GT in 10 seconds or so. Basically at the same time, derdasch gets the book for Go mode.
Yeah, and unfortunately, since it is book and not the flute, derdasch is going to have to run all the way through desert, to and through desert to get to the boss.
Yeah.
Whereas if he did manage to find that flute, he would have got a little bit of time back. Well, maybe not even, because then you have to turn the flute on.
Either way, this is significantly for TJ. TJ starts in Hope Room. So, Hope Lover got a small key. Continues the right side to Combat Room with that small key at hand. Correctly skips Tile Room. Oh,
small
got
key.
the small key.
Here we go, chest number 4. He opens a 5th one just for good measure.
There's really nothing we can find now that would help anyway. There's no half magic, there's no more swords. We have silvers. And derdasch sadly has to dash out of desert to go to the back. Yeah, the GT climb here on basically vanilla NMG equipment can be a bit scary. Like, you don't have a lot of safeties. You don't have half magic. You don't have any mail upgrades.
Yeah,
you can very rapidly just die.
The powder is actually one of the best items when you don't have all that other stuff that got taken out by the modified item pool.
That is true. Powder is very nice to have.
Pretty much full health refill right before Lamo 2, and then right before Moldorm 2 as well.
Do you count how many heart pieces you have, so you know if you... Like, if you are at 3, you open the chest at the top, so you can get a full refill.
I don't think I'm smart enough to keep track of that.
And there we go. derdasch with his 7th crystal grab is gonna come up to GT in just a few minutes.
TJ almost got the 1 cycle anyway, even after powdering the bunny beam. Because if you powder that bunny beam, the landmos will like come out faster, basically. If that 3rd one wasn't a really short hop, he actually might have gotten the 1 cycle there anyway. derdasch on his way up the mountain now. He's going to enter GT right about the time that TJ leaves. Come on, TJ, open the chest. I want to know where the flute is.
We need to know for
Killing me.
science. Well, maybe derdasch does the full left and finds the flute for us. But yeah, TJ has done a very nice climb. Isn't Molon 2? Molon 2 is dead. He's got the remaining 2 bosses left. Not even opening the Molon chest here.
Yeah, very nice climb from TJ. Keeping the execution very clean in go mode.
And at this stage in tournament races, I am pumped with adrenaline, like hyper focused. And it's a really intense feeling, more so than in other races.
Yeah, especially when you're on restream, right?
Yeah,
Lots of people are watching you.
you want to make sure that you put on the best show. And that was a nice final ball onto Agatu. And derdasch does a left, a hope left, I guess. Or was there a key on the torch? I missed that, probably.
I think there was.
Yeah. All right, so we get a mirror. So we're gonna go to the right after finishing Stavros room. So derdasch is not gonna last locate the big key.
Yep, still a little bit of time lost compared to TJ's route. Not a huge deal.
TJ misses that trident spin and is doing a 2-1 cycle. Pretty easy second phase here, having the cape at hand. Just ram that sword into the pig body. We're gonna...
We have a he has a blue potion from somewhere. Okay.
I was just gonna ask, yeah, wasn't that a red potion? No.
He must have bought it at some point. Oh, maybe wait, did he turn the mushroom?
With the mushroom,
on?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You're right. And there we go, derdasch picks up the big key. And red rupee.
I like how both of them open just that chest. Not the fourth one.
Hilarious. Oh, this is a nice setup.
Yeah, great torch glitch double right there from TJ. Get your GG's in chat.
And GG's to TjMaelstrom. Getting the second win in the group stages. We do an official time of 1:32:33. And derdasch is just gonna do the climb here, not too far behind.
Looks like we are joined now by the winner, TjMaelstrom. GG.
Hi. Good game.
GG's TJ.
Roll out of bed, play rando. It's cool.
Did you have a good time today?
Yeah. I like Pod. Pod is cool. I like going there twice. That's cool.
You liked going in it everywhere twice? No, not everywhere, but some places.
Some places. Well, what are they going twice? I went to Desert twice, Pod twice. That was it. I mean, I had to repave my route a few times. That felt great. I guess at the end of the day, it didn't really matter all that much.
You had a very stressful early game where every decision sort of bit you in the butt, so to speak. but you ended up being in Go mode first because you got the book when derdasch did not.
Wow, the book of all
And the
things?
flute is in GT somewhere. We don't know where.
Yeah, it was looking rough for you for a while, but finding, I guess, last locating Flippers on Zora turned out to be helpful for you because that just meant you had to find the book sooner. Whereas derdasch was like committed to never going back for escape ever, and flute didn't show up.
That's where that was, huh? Okay.
Yeah, it was in the second chest from escape.
Right, that's right. I thought it was in Sahasrahla's closet for a minute. I haven't slept. Well, I have, but you know.
Well, you put on a good show. Muscle
I did.
memory pays out.
Right. That was fun where I dozed off going to Eastern when I should have been going to Pod. That was great. I'm sure you got a good laugh out of that.
We did notice that it wasn't the correct dungeon.
No, I was
before you did.
I was definitely sleepwalking.
I mean, you're still going mostly the right way.
Yeah,
So make a quick U-turn.
I just need to make a fourth dimensional turn, right? Yeah. But all's well that ends well, yeah.
Yeah, so you're up 2-1 in the group stage now, and you got 3 more games.
Yep.
To do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How do you like your odds in getting the playoff spots?
I like my odds. I do. I feel confident that I'm able to do it, and that's the best I could hope for. You know, I can't make any promises that I'm going to like push through all the way. But this is a decent position. Like I said in my last race, I'm pretty sure Sailor Nep is going to run away with the group. I don't think she has had a loss yet. So I'm pushing towards second place here. If I can steal one off a Nep, I feel really good. Then I'll feel really good. But like I said, I got 3 more. I've felt really good about 2 of them. So I'd like where I am right now.
That's good.
Yeah.
And I was thinking just before the game started that I think you didn't make it into groups last year in the tournament. Is that right?
I didn't even make main tournament last year.
Yeah.
I had a couple of really bad qualifiers and had to go into the Challenge Cup, and then I washed out of Challenge Cup. So having come from a position where the previous year I had made brackets, that was really demoralizing. So this is like trying to get back into brackets this year is very important to me.
Yeah,
So
the redemption arc for
Yes.
TjMaelstrom.
Exactly. I'm not aiming to win this tournament. I just need to redeem myself from last year.
Yeah, last year was tough on many people.
Yeah, that experience lived rent free in my head for several months. I fell into a really bad slump. I had the giga yips for like till November.
You're back stronger from the experience.
Seems so.
Faster. I mean, you put on a really good execution show. The GT climb was really clean. Even though you were sleepwalking, I mean, you finished the seed before your opponent. So, I mean, the odds look good.
Good, I'm glad.
Do you have any more games scheduled?
I don't have any more games scheduled. I kind of was hoping to get rid of the stress of these initial 3 and then I'd get the rest going. Scheduling has been a little tough, so I wanted to make sure everything was out of the way first before I got in. But now that that's done, I can, do my thing. I don't have a vacation for a while. I got a full work week this week. I usually work during the days that derdasch is able to play, so scheduling a derdasch again is gonna be tough. But
Those darn Europeans.
You said it, not me, okay?
Yeah, it's okay if I say it.
I guess.
And there we go. derdasch has now finished the Ganon fight. It's going to cross the bridge here in just a few seconds. It's going to finish out the seed with an official time of 1:38.55. Which is GG's in chat for derdasch. Yeah. If you can read this, thanks for not using the seasoners.
I used to use Z-SNES way back in the day.
It's a good emulator in 1996.
Oh, yeah, it was.
It's got that cool snowing background.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember the first day that I was like watching the progress of the Seiken Densetsu 3 fan translation, and I'm like, I need this.
Oh,
this.
me too. I remember
Yeah,
that. Like,
yeah.
so vividly. So, oh, look at this game. It's so amazingly beautiful.
Were they good times? I don't know if they were good times.
There were times.
They were times.
But yeah, we have derdasch in voice with us. GG's derdasch. How's it
GG.
going?
Hi, derdasch. Good game, man.
Yeah, good game. Yeah, it was. Uncle Start didn't pay off, I think. Yeah, I knew I'm a little bit worse in execution-wise, so I had to make a gamble. And skipping escape wasn't it in this seat, probably.
Oh, you had a pretty good route going for you. You were quite ahead of quite some time. It's just the book wasn't unnecessary in this seed, and the flute was nowhere to be seen. But I think both me and Skelly agree that you put on a good show for us.
Yeah, for sure. You guys both played great.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
with routing, I felt pretty good. Yeah, I did Thieves Town directly in front of. Yeah.
But did you also commit it to a full Thieves Town?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the reason for my doing Palace of Darkness first, because I wanted to be sure I needed to do that. And then when I found the lamp and the bow just sitting out there in the front, I'm like, oh, this is fantastic.
Yeah, that Thieves Town had a very nice hookshot for us today.
Yeah, I usually snub Pendant Thieves Town, but since I still needed a lot of stuff, like, and it ended up working out in a roundabout sort of way. I mean, it facilitated a double dip of pod, and I was kind of banking on that bow being locked behind that fire rod in front, but nope. Here you go, just Village of Outcast.
Speaking
Nice.
of bow, what do you guys think about the non-progressive bow situation in hard open?
Well, that's another reason I went into pod first. Because I've been seeing that a lot lately. Like, I've been seeing the bow in pod just popping up. But, obviously when I got there, it wasn't going to be there. It makes it so that finding bow is more impactful. It's the way it used to be. And, I guess you could say you're, like, never punished for, like, finding a terrible bow when an easier one would just be logical silver somewhere else, It's like the bow logic kind of resets to a more, I guess, straightforward path. I kind of like it. I kind of don't. They're advantages to both, and I can't articulate really which way I'm leaning right now.
Yeah, it's just different, right?
Yeah, it's just different. I appreciate
Yes,
different.
I think I like progressive force a bit more. It's yeah. One less item you have, yeah. You have better chance not to last located when there are two bows.
Well, it would have made routing this seed a lot nicer, right?
Would
There's
have.
silvers at the
Sure would
sunken
have.
item.
Yeah, would have. So do you have any more games coming up soon, derdasch, or are you yet to schedule?
No, I haven't scheduled any other games yet, but I'm pretty free next week, despite Friday. So I'll probably get most of them in next week, hopefully.
Yeah, we got time. We can figure it out. We got time.
Seems like your group is doing pretty good, getting your games in.
Yeah. We're
Ahead of
coasting
schedule.
along. We're grooving. We're grooving. Gotta take the time. Yeah, take it easy.
Yeah. What else is there to say about the? I mean, it's an open seed. It happened.
This was a seed that happened.
It was. Do we wish it didn't happen? I don't know. I wish it happened differently. I mean, maybe not that much, but
But yeah, derdasch, this is your first big tournament. Like you came up from mentorship tournament last year, and now you're here in Maine. Like, what's your expectation of yourself?
Yeah, I'm also already proud to be here. It was pretty lucky in qualifiers that I made it. And
I mean,
like,
it takes some skill to be lucky 5 times in a row.
I wasn't lucky 5 times in a row. I butchered my first 2, but then I won my third one because I stopped playing safe. Yeah. So I'm happy to be here, and my goal is to maybe snitch a win off of someone. But even if I go out 0-6, I'm happy to have to gain more experience with
Well, you certainly
racing
got
against top
the
runners.
knowledge and experience to snatch a win. I think you got 4 more chances coming up.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
you got this, man. Just don't do any for me.
Absolutely. Well, Skelly, you got any thoughts?
I think that just about does it.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody. Thank you TjMaelstrom, derdasch, for letting us do this restream. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And thanks, Sammy
Heck
Mass, doing our tracking today. Very good job.
Anytime I get to feature one of my MSUs on a restream, I'm happy.
Oh, did you make it?
I did make it. Yes.
Oh, that's cool. I
Can you
saw what it was,
Sorry.
but I didn't know. Like, I never heard of it before, but I was jamming.
Can you say the
sounds
name of it?
Under Night in Birth it's a fighting game, like an anime style fighting game. It's very good. It's a very good game. Very underappreciated, and hopefully it gets rollback netcode soon.
Nice. Check it out in the MSU sheet on the Discord.
Yeah, check it out. It's a good game.
Yeah.
Banging tracks.
Well, thank you guys for putting on a show. I hope to see you again on Restream, hopefully.
We'll be back.
Oh, yeah. But this is it for us now. We have 3 more games scheduled on SpeedGaming today in the near future. In 2 hours, we got Artie Walsh versus Swedish Arctic Fox. We got Power to Mario versus Dreaky. And we got Hayfield Bay versus Allison on SpeedGaming 5, 2, and 3. So pick your favorite 3 monitors and load up all restreams and have fun in 2 hours. But until then, I guess we all have to just take a break, have some sleep, maybe grab a nap.
It is time for a nap.
Yeah. Yes. Thanks everybody involved in the restream. It's always fun to watch them, the VODs after.
Yeah, I can't wait to yell at myself watching this back.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have a good rest of your Sunday.
Bye.
All right, have a great day, everybody.